Hello, my YouTube family. I'm here to give a story about something that happened to me some years ago, and I can feel free now to laugh and talk about it. It is something that never in my wildest dream ever imagined would happen to me. Well, I'm not the first person, and I won't be the last person. As a matter of fact, I think it's happening around the world every day. Every day. But not many people have the courage to come out and talk about it. But I have learned from my experiences, and certain things can't happen to me again. I won't allow it. And this is the story of how I was being ghosted. Alright, so the man that I will be talking about, I will call him Mr. X. Okay, so this is how the story started. It was some years ago after I was separated from my children's father, and I was by myself for some years, a number of years. I won't give anything in fine details. And then Mr. X was somebody that I knew when I was a little girl, growing up in a different parish in Jamaica. When I remember that he was some years older than me, maybe around 5 to 7 years. I don't even care to remember the correct age right now, honestly. But he was a part of my sister's family by ways of in-law. As I say, I won't be getting into any fine details. So that person, Mr. X, migrated to live abroad in a different country. Growing up still, I knew of him, and I would see him a couple times here and there, but he too was living in a different parish in the country at the time when I was a little girl. But I would see him occasionally, once in a while. So after being by myself for a number of years, one day my sister said to me if I remember such and such person. And I said, of course. I couldn't forget him. I was a big enough girl when I saw him the last time. And she said, oh, you know that I spoke with him, and every time I talk with him, he keeps asking me for you. So I was wondering, he said he would like to get your number to say hi. So I was wondering if I could give it to him. And I said, of course, man. Well, bear in mind now, I live in Jamaica, and he lives in a different country. My sister lives in a different country from him also. So everything now is by phone. All the communication is by phone. So one day now, I got a call. Oh, never know. Never in my wildest dream I would think that one phone call would change my life in so much ways. So the phone rang and we said greeting. From I saw the person, it was a video call. I knew it was him. I remember him clearly. And of course he said that I look the same. Yes, even though I'm older and he's older, we could still see features of ourselves as younger people. So that one phone call, I would say, turned into something good and something bad, almost like a nightmare. But as I say, it's a good thing that time heals. He asked me if he could keep my number and we could communicate, and I said sure, no problem. So he started calling me regularly now and telling me, boy, he started giving me a lot of compliments. Every time he talked to me, he said, boy, oh, you're so beautiful. Oh my God, I can't believe it's you. I haven't seen you in over 30 years, which is true. And so he started telling me about himself. And of course, I exchanged about myself to my family, my status and everything. And then he heard that I was single. Oh my God. When Mr. X heard that I was single, he decided, wow, well, I'm gonna make a move. And he did. And of course, I fell for him. We communicate day, we communicate night. Bear in mind that his country is like 5 to 6 hours ahead of mine. So sometimes when I am supposed to be sleeping, I am talking to him. When he's supposed to be sleeping, I am talking to him. It's like, oh my God, the love was in the ear, I'm telling you. Love was in the ear. We shared our whole life story from way back childhood days coming up to present and everything. As I say, I won't be giving fine details, but we shared so much. We exchanged photographs, videos, we go places, we call each other, show each other what's going on. If I don't hear from him for a few hours, it's like I can't wait to hear the phone ring and stuff like that. But I know he's at work, so I have to wait. On his way from work, he would call me. He can't wait until he gets home. So just imagine what I'm talking about, guys. How hot the love was. Mr. X started making plans to come and visit me now. He hasn't come to Jamaica for a long time. And so he said he's gonna come. He wish he could surprise me, but no, he can't do that because he wants me to make certain arrangements for us. When he comes, everything is well set. So he asked me to check out Airbnb and hotel and which one we'd prefer, and we settled for Airbnb in another parish. And so Mr. X sent money to me to book the place and everything. And then when he comes, we would do things that we need to do. Airbnb was well taken care of, and I couldn't wait for the day to come for him to land. The day came, and he came. He drove down to my parish that I was living, and he picked me up. And oh, I had prepared some food for him that he was longing to eat. And while he was driving, I was feeding him like a baby. And he remembers, and he couldn't stop talking about all those things. We reached the Airbnb, and it was a real love story, I'm telling you. The feeling was so great when we spent time together by ourselves, and we had a rental car, of course, so in the daytime we would go buy food, whatever we need. I cooked too. I was able to cook for him, and he enjoyed my cooking. Night and day he enjoyed my cooking. In the night we would find fun places to go. He took me to know some places that I never knew in my life. Yes, in other parishes. We drove like crazy and we had mad fun. Alright, time up now to leave the Airbnb, and he's gonna go now to spend time with his family in other parish as well. And I'm gonna come back to my parish where I live. He went. So after he went, he let me know that he got in safely and so, and everything is alright. But from a couple days after now, I notice whenever I call him, he's not answering. And he's like, I can't believe what's going on. And I'm saying, but he's not only not answering me, he's not calling me, I'm not hearing from him. Every now and then he would answer and give me and tell me something like, I soon call you back. I'm so and so and so with so and so. I soon call you back, babes. So I said, okay, alright. Time goes by, days go by, and I'm not hearing from him. And I just don't know what to do. I'm starting to think different now. I'm starting to think that, but when this man was leaving me, he did not complain of anything. He expressed himself to me. He even had let me invite one of my friend to spend a couple days with us, and I hear him telling my friend about. He told my friend about how he was enjoying me, and he wished that we were together for over all these years and so on. So I just could not understand what was going on. And so it started bothering me, like seriously. It started affecting my nerve. Whenever I think about it, my heart starts to race and all those things because I am as confused as a bat. As confused. I tell him I get my friend involved now when I'm saying, and she's saying, but I really don't understand why he would behave like that because everything was so good when I was there with you guys and so and so. Anyway, one day I got him, and when I got him, I could see clearly that he was crying, like seriously crying, and he said to me, call me back when you get to when you get through whatever you're doing. I was not, I was on my way somewhere, and he said, call me back as soon as you come home, please. I go back home now. I called the man and can't get the man. I reached out to his sister, and his sister was like lying to me for him because remember now it seemed as if he had told his sister that he did not want to talk to me, so she must not pass on any phone to him or so. And I started crying. I started crying now because it's affecting me in a way that I don't think I should be feeling this kind of way. And every time I think about him, the way I'm calling him and I can't get him, I start to cry. Until the time comes now when I know, well, he's going to leave tomorrow and I have not seen him again. And you know what I decided to do? Oh boy, I'm telling you. I got my friend and I said, please follow me to the airport. I know the time that he's supposed to leave. I know his flight information and everything. So I'm going to show up at the airport and I'm going to surprise him. I have to hear from him. I have to see what's going on. And I made sure I made it to the airport before him. When he walked in with his sister and his luggage and everything. And I could tell how surprised he was when he saw me. But Mr. X did not approach me in any bad way. He came and he hugged me and he said to me, I'm so sorry, but I will have to talk to you. When I reach over, I will give you a call. I was there with him and we took pictures and everything. And I even asked him for one of his plain white t-shirts. And he gave it to me and I helped him to rearrange his bags. And fortunately, some things that I gave him, he was taking them back with him. And his face, I can see that he was a bit nervous, but I just can't tell why such behavior. And he says, I will call you when I go. I start to feel a little better now. And yes, he called me when he got home and told me that he reached in safely. And I am the first person that he is calling. I felt so good to hear that. But he said, I'm so tired and so and so and so. So just please allow me to settle down. And when I settle down, I will call you back. Oh boy. I waited for a call. I waited for a call. I waited for a call. And no call can come in. So I decided that I am going to call him. I'm not the one who's supposed to call him now. He knows he owes me an explanation. But I can't, it's like I can't eat, I can't sleep, I can't nothing. Because I really fell for this guy. And so I made the call. He's not answering. No, he was not answering. I called. It reached to the stage where I started to lock myself in the bathroom. And when I was showering and so, and my kids wouldn't hear me, I cried and I bawled and I bawled and I bawled and I bawled. Because I know I didn't do this man nothing wrong. And he did not complain about anything that I had done to him. And so and so. And my friend was trying to comfort me and say, don't blame yourself. I am sure you did not do him anything. Don't blame yourself. One day you're gonna get a call from him and get an explanation. Would you believe that, guys? After I waited for months, months went by and I did not hear from him. Would you believe that nearly a year after I got a phone call from him? No, I got messages. I got long text messages trying to explain to me that I should not worry and I should not beat up myself because I did not do him anything wrong. He was the one that caused everything. I could not accept that text message because he still did not go in the details that I wanted. I said, please call me. I'm begging you. Please call me. I need to talk to you so I can put everything behind me. Months went by again. He did not call me until, yes, I did get a call one day and he said to me, I am ready to tell you what happened. You know what the guy said to me, Mr. X? Mr. X said, listen to me, babe. You did not do nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. You were one of the best things that ever happened to me. You cooked some of the most delicious food and give me. You showed me some of the most tender loving care. You gave me some of the best encouragements and everything. But you were too good for me. Yeah, he said, you were too good for me. I'm not the person for you. You were too good for me. And when he used those words to me, well, water fell from my eye because I could finally tell myself that, okay, I know that I was not the problem. But can you believe someone telling you that you were too good for them and they couldn't stand to be with you because whatever reason they told themselves? Oh boy, I know that my story is long, but yes, I was ghosted. And I accept the fact that I was ghosted for the first time in my life. And I don't wish it to happen to no one because it's a horrible, horrible, wicked feeling when you're trying to talk to someone to get clarification and they won't respond to you. And that is the story of how I was ghosted. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. Give me a thumbs up, guys, and feel free to share out my video. And thank you so much for watching. Until I drop another video, thank you so much.